Why is screen addiction so common in kids? So in this video, we will be talking about the 5 reasons behind the screen addiction in kids. So if you are interested in raising a gadget balanced and curious kids, then this is a space for you. So the reason number 1 is dopamine rush. Dopamine is a feel-good hormone which is released in the brain. So the same hormone is released whenever we eat sweets or when we do some exercise. So to feel good, the child watches the phone. And then what happens? Once the child keeps the phone away, that hormone secretion goes down. That means the child doesn't feel that happy. So again, the child is taking the phone to watch. And that is how the loop begins. So when a child watches for a long time, it can keep the dopamine level high. And that is how the addiction starts. The same thing happens even for the adults. The second one is instant gratification, which means there is no wait. If at all you or the child wants to watch Cocomelon or Peppa Pig, no need to wait for that particular time. The child can just find the video soon. And if at all a child doesn't like a video or the shorts, the child can always scroll through. So there is no waiting needed and there is an instant gratification here. So what happens later on? This will create a zero tolerance or a very reduced tolerance for other activities other than the screen. Then the third reason is endless content. You know that there are so many videos are there on whether it is YouTube or Facebook, Instagrams and so on. So what happens? There is no natural stopping point anywhere. So the brain doesn't register when to stop. That is why there is no limit for it. The child starts for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and goes on for hours together. Then the fourth one is the visual and auditory overload, which means compared to this real world, the phone or the screen is so colorful and it has got a fast paced movement. And also it has got a very good background music. So what happens? They are addicted to it and the real world becomes so boring and it is very slow for them, and that is why you see children having attention issues. And because of this, the brain becomes overstimulated. So they go into a kind of, we call it as a sensory overstimulation. That is what the screen gives. Then the fifth one is the brain's plasticity in children, which is a neuroplasticity. The habits form very fast in kids compared to adults and it becomes deep wired very fast. So what happens when they watch the phone or the screen at the very early age, there is a neural rewiring happens and it becomes almost a permanent damage to the brain compared to the adult brain, which is much more matured and we will be able to differentiate which is good and which is not good. But a child's brain will not be able to differentiate. Whatever the child learns during the early stage, it continues later. The good news is that we can correct the screen addiction in kids with the right awareness and with the right strategies. So if you want to know more on these videos, this is just a starting of the powerful series on the screen addiction. We will be talking more on screen addiction. So stay tuned, subscribe, like and even share with other parents who will benefit from it. We will see in the next video.